Chafing Armor Podcast special side quest episode starring Side Quest. Welcome back to the Chafing Armor Podcast. I'm your host and lovable Dungeon Master, Michael Corley. And with me tonight, we have a very special group, a side quest group. Everyone, I want to welcome you all to Chafing Armor. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey.
With us tonight, we have side quests. They are, well, I'm not going to say it. Y'all tell me real briefly, what is side quest?
Thank you very much. Side Quest is a fantasy interactive comedy show. Favorite RPGs mixed with an improvised narrative tale. And that.
Oh, I absolutely love it. And we're going to find out more about side quest a little bit later. But let's get into this story. Terri, tell us who you will be playing.
Hello, yes, I'm Terri, and I will be playing Rigamortis Bongwater. They are wood elf druid.
I love it. I love it. As my current campaign is playing a druid, so I absolutely love it. And also with us tonight is Tom. Tom, tell us who you will be playing.
Hello, I'm Tom, and I'll be playing Winston Wally, the dwarf barbarian.
There's nothing better than an angry, angry dwarf. I love it. And last but certainly not least, Aiden. Aiden, tell us who you will be playing.
I am playing, hi, I'm Aiden. I'm playing Salburn Trimp, a halfling bard.
Halfling bard. We've had very few bards on Chafing Armor, so I welcome more insanity in this show. When we open in the Grundle's Inn. Grundle's Inn is a now famous inn inside the city of Masgate. And we find three adventurers, shall we say, inside. We find Rigamortis, Winston Wally, and is it Salburn?
Yes, Salburn. Salburn. Salburn Trimp, yes.
Salburn Trimp, all gathered at Grundle's Inn, and up high above at the top, you see a diamond. Now, this diamond was originally quoted to be worth 1,000 gold pieces, but some say it may be worth as much as 10,000. It is called the Eye of Osokai. And years ago, a bear shifter ranger gave it on a whim to the owner of the Grundle Inn, and she displays it, protected by heavy magic, up there, and once a year, there is a drinking contest, and anyone who wins the drinking contest is entered in a chance to win the Eye of Osokai. And so the inn is packed because it is that very night. And I have a question. Does anyone want to enter the contest?
I do. Hi. I love me drink.
Oh, indeed you do. Of course, I drink plenty of wonderful river water. Perhaps it is water after all, right?
Aye. It'll be river water. It won't be hard alcohol.
Look, I think I'm gonna sit this one out. I'll sit to the side, but any aid I can give you, I'll sure to do so.
Get me a tankard.
Okay. I rush off to the bar to get a tankard.
Absolutely. The woman behind a middle-aged human woman is just handing out beers left and right in preparation, because, of course, this has to be done officially, but she's handing out tankards one after the other. Of course, the Grundle's Inn makes an absolute mint this day. And what kind of ale would you like to order?
I look over at my companions. I judge them like what I think they could drink, and I'm gonna ask for the strongest but cheapest.
The strongest but cheapest. Are you having any issues with income, my dear?
A little bit, yes. I mean, it's a weird thing to talk about with someone I just met, but Yeah.
Well, maybe we've met before. Do you ever think about that?
I look them up and down. I assess them. Have I met them before?
Give me a insight check or just a straight intelligence roll.
Oh, that would be a 12.
As far as you can tell, you have never met this person before. There's just one little thing is their hat, which is almost like a fascinator. It's like this little, like, almost silly little hat on the top. It looks like vaguely similar to something you saw a long time ago, but you've never met this person before.
I don't think we have met.
I tell you what, these drinks are on me. And I'll meet you over at the table, and we can discuss maybe.
In that case, if the drinks are on you, can we get the strongest but most expensive?
She belly laughs at that. And she goes, "Absolutely."
Excellent.
Now, I warn you though, you cannot enter the contest because I need you relatively sober. And a few minutes later, she comes walking up to y'all's table, and she's got 3 huge tankards, 3 pints of, you can smell the dwarven beer coming at you as she sits down. As she sits down, you look back up and you see that she, the same person, is at the bar serving drinks. And she sits down at the bar with y'all and says, "Care for a drink?"
Aye, get it down me. That's what I say. And I take a tankard, not noticing that the two people are the same, and just straight down.
And she says, May I have your names?"
Yes, nice to meet you. By the way, I think this river water has been sat out stagnant for a while. It's awfully dark and pungent. But anyway, my name is Rigamortis Bongwater. Pleasure.
Well, keep drinking. It'll taste better as it goes.
Just a minute. Winston Wally, at your service.
Salburn
Winston.
Trimp bar.
Are you all right, dear?
Yeah, fine.
Okay. Well, as it happens, I used to know Osokai, and she looks up at the diamond, almost floating up, magically protected at the top of the, kind of in the rafters of the gym, of the inn. And she says, he and I used to work together, shall we say. And I know that there is something very bad happening out on the Sand Swallow Sea. Now, you all, of course, know that the Sand Swallow Sea is the large, almost like reverse peninsula, horseshoe-shaped ocean that is next to Masgate, and it is known for evil hags and shark men and leviathans and all kinds of dangers. In the last few years, it's gotten a little bit less dangerous, but it's still plenty dangerous. And she says, if you all are willing, I need a little extra muscle for an assignment, and I am willing to pay handsomely. Now, I can't give you that, and she points to the gym up in the rafters, but she pulls out a satchel and throws it down, and rubies spill out. If anyone has any particular background in gym work or dwarven mining, anything like that, feel free to make a roll now.
You did a brief stint down the mines, didn't you?
Aye, that I did.
Working class family.
What am I rolling on?
You're rolling, you can either do a straight intellect, or if you have dungeoneering, or your any skill that's related to that's part of your background. No worries.
That is a 7.
A 7. They are definitely rubies. You are quite sure of that. But they, all of you can tell, unless it's an amazing forgery, that this is several thousand gold worth of gems. It is more money than any of you have seen together at once. And she says, if you're interested, meet me at the Piss Whistle. And we cut to the docks. It is dark. There's a fog just starting to roll in from the ocean as the 3 of you make your way to the docks, and you hear the creaking noise of a ship, and you look on the side of the ship is written in scrolled and fancy letters, "The Good Ship Piss Whistle." And
That's... I was thinking something quite obscene. This is much more...
What were you thinking? Because I wasn't thinking at all.
Just, I don't want to judge anyone's kink or anything, but just something.
And
right.
you hear a voice say, "Ahoy there!" And a woman, who is not the same woman as before, comes swinging off one of the ropes in a wildly dangerous move under any normal circumstances, especially at night if she appears to be human, and just slams down on the decks in front of y'all and stands up and looks at all of you and says, "Well, are you the recruits that Xuana sent?"
Cool as that?
The lady from the bar?
Yes.
From the top?
Got a chuckle. Yes. I suspect she probably looked a little different, but you'll meet her again
Yes,
in a
she
moment.
seemed to have a twin that also...
She is incorrigible. Oh my God. Come on board. My name is Captain Jackson, and I am the captain of the Piss Whistle. And she reaches out a hand to shake it. Who's gonna put out their hand?
I'll reach out a big, massive dwarven hand.
All right. So this is Winston.
Yes.
Winston. She grabs. Give me just a straight strength check.
One.
What?
1+3.
Well, what it is you were trying to go a little easy on her because you've done something like this to a human before and like popped a bone out of their arm, and you're like, I'm going to go, and you're amazed that this woman is much stronger than she looks, and she kind of gives you a little grin, and as she grins, you see one of her fangs just pops out a little bit, not like a vampire, but almost like a werewolf. And there's like just a slight yellow glint to her eyes, and she kind of almost lifts you up off the ground, but not quite, and goes, "Nice grip you got there."
I could say the same about you.
And she brings you all on board. It is a nice ship. It is relatively new. As you're bringing on board, she says that the original Piss Whistle was destroyed in a calamity, shall we say, but it's been completely redone, and she introduces you to the owner of the ship, not the captain, but the owner, and a dwarf comes out, a handsome dwarf, very attractive as dwarves go, with just slight whiskers on the side of her face, and she introduces herself as Duncan Pebblebeard and welcomes you all aboard.
Duncan, just a quick question. Curious, how'd you get the name Piss Whistle? It's a fascinating...
Do you know you're the first person to ever actually ask that?
Oh, weird.
It was a joke. It was a joke because, see, I was a co-owner with a right bastard. His name was Loth, not the god, the asshole. And this guy was the worst.
And the joke was...
well, his name was Loth. His last name... Loth... No, I'm sorry. His name was Loth Bainwright. The Bainwright people. And some of you may have even vaguely heard that name. Just rich people in town. And I needed his money. And so when he asked me what the name of the ship was, I told him Piss Whistle because I wanted him to piss off. And the name stuck.
All the best boats are named after a joke. I once sailed on the Ouch. It was about a man who walked into a bar.
How did the ship fare?
Not well. Not well. My axe went straight through the hull, and we all sank.
She kind of eyes you a little bit and goes, "Well, I hope you do a little bit more than that. Tun, Brumio, show them to their rooms." A human and a half-orc come forward. Tun is the half-orc. He's a big boy. And Brumio, they're basically dressed like pirates. But you quickly get the vibe that they're a couple. And they come to take you to your rooms, but before they can, the woman from before shows up, and she says, welcome. I'm glad you three made it.
Glad we made it. Yes. Hi.
I am so glad you're here. I just want you to know that there'll be no secrets between us, and we are in for quite an adventure. And with that, she takes that little fascinator on her hair and pulls it off. And as she pulls it off, she transforms. And you realize the fascinator turns into a shabby, like, shapeless brown hat. A hat of disguise. And below is a beautiful drow woman. Long white hair, leather armor, a nasty-looking staff at her back, and a very serious yet amused look on her face. And she says, my name is Xuana, and I welcome you to the good ship Pisswhistle.
Oh, you're just full of surprises, aren't you?
Oh, you have no idea. Wait till you meet your final companion, but I'll let you get settled in your rooms tonight. We are going to sail in the evening. We're able to take a little bit of a breeze. Hey, druid, you don't do anything with the wind or anything, do you?
Well, I suppose I skipped that class in school, if I'm being honest, but I'm self-taught.
Well, just keeping that in mind. It's always good to know what skill sets we're looking for. There'll be a Cracker Barrel of food tonight. No, nothing formal because we need to get moving. And tomorrow I will explain everything, but I certainly hope that you all rest well tonight. And so Tun and Brumio lead you to your rooms. They are completely clean. They're actually bigger than some rooms you've probably stayed in the past, and you each have your own. But they're, of course, very simple, very sparse. Everything is secured for the ship. And each one has a porthole that leads out over the ocean. Is there anything that y'all would like to do tonight before bed?
Is it like a hammock situation?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
How easy would it be to take the hammock from my room and put it into one of the others' rooms? Just because I don't like sleep.
My question is, can you? Who are you trying to convince to sleep over with?
Just one of my companions, which one I would ever. I would ask them both at the same time. Do you mind if I?
Well, not at all, not at all. I'm only a little guy myself, so come on. I'm not taking up too much room.
Sure, that sounds good if you don't mind. But I will warn you.
Right.
Ah!
Oh, and gay terrors as well.
Yeah, just the terrors is what
terrors
they're called.
in general.
Yes.
Sounds great. I wish I could sleep alone.
I was just going to say, in my room, can I go and inspect one of the wooden walls of the ship? Give it a sniff and a lick?
Absolutely. Give me an investigation check, and if you have any skill set that would add to that, feel free to do so.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get a feel for the tree that this was carved from.
This is made from timber, and this is incredibly valuable wood. It is not quite magical, but it's almost magical.
Wow, it's been so long since I've seen. I also sense that they grew up very well and they took care of you in transport. And they did that thing where you cut a tree down, plant one. Oh, so ethical.
So give me a quick roll and add your wisdom modifier.
14.
14? Okay. So once on this trip, if you so choose, once per day, you can summon on the power of the Pisswhistle. And exactly what that means, you need to tell me. But as a bonus action, you can command the ship to do something, and it may respond, because you have made a druidic connection to this ship.
Yeah, I spend the whole tongue kissing a hole in the wall.
That's our new Patreon is Only Wood.
Yeah, you have to pay extra to see that.
I chose the wrong room to sleep in.
That's right.
Yeah, you guys see a little tongue occasionally poke through a hole in the wall.
as instead you get night terrors. So as we fade out to Only Wood, I want to take a break from the episode for just a second, and I'd like Terri, Tom, Aiden, tell me about SideQuest. How what is this? How did it come together? What's this like? I want people to understand what y'all do.
Okay.
Oh no!
No, go.
I just want to say I'm not in SideQuest, so I'm the best person to talk about it. SideQuest
Wonderful.
is.
Shut up, you. Aiden's an honorary member.
Oh yeah.
They perform with us. So yes, SideQuest. It all kind of came about because we've performed together before, many of us. We're comedians and improvisers that live in Sheffield, in the UK. Performed on many silly shows over there. Fabled Lockdown. Got really into D&D. I found that like a lot of people felt a little bit like they wanted to get into D&D, but they were intimidated by it. Like there's a lot of rules, and they felt like there's a lot. And so I just sort of was trying to show people that like, it's most of it is just playing make believe with your friends. You know, it was the start of the idea for the show. Basically, it was trying to create this nice approachable step towards role. We tried our first show years ago now.
Yeah, it was 3 years in July, right?
Yeah. And it was absolutely, it was a full house and everyone had an amazing time. And we couldn't believe our luck.
I've never seen a show so packed for like a sort of a test idea.
Yeah, just like, let's give this a go. See if it works. And people loved it. So the show involves basically getting the audience to fill out very basic characters. So a name, a skill, and a random in a pile. And one by one, as we're telling the story, our performers will come out and whip out those character sheets and become those characters' eyes, and they're seeing it for the very first time. The audience gets to pick the path of the story, much like a choose your own adventure. So, should they go left to the Misty Mountains or right? Then I sort of come out as the story master. Everyone raises their hands, and based on a majority vote, the story.
I love everything about this, and I am so glad that this exists. Just so everyone knows, all of the links to SideQuest will be in the show notes, and at the end of the show I'll have y'all let us know the best ways to get in touch with you. But I love this. This is amazing. So thank you so much for...
So
go ahead.
There's also a big inflatable dice as well, which if the character's doing a skill check or something, we throw it out into the audience and they roll the dice. It's and like... if they land on it's a 6-sided dice because a D20 inflated would be ridiculous. But like if they get a 4, something weird happens, and that just can derail the story.
Yeah, that's our mystery side.
Yeah, the mystery side, which is a lot of fun as well.
Well, y'all might get to find out our weird thing in combat. So I approve of having weird things happen. So I love this.
Oh,
well,
nice.
Again, Terri, Tom, Aiden, thank you so much for being guests on this. Let's get back to the show. The morning comes without incident. You are already leagues into the Sand Swallow Sea. There's a bell ringing for breakfast. It is serviceable. It actually, I mean, it's especially for ocean fare ship food. It's pretty good. It's a gruel, but there's like a hearty bread with it, and even like a couple of slices of oranges to go with it. And there's not an ale per se, but there is very clean water to drink with it as well. And that's when you all are assaulted with a booming expression. I'm going to back up from the mic so that I can do this properly. It's talliest of hoes! And up walking to you is a lizard folk. He stands over 6 feet tall, is scaled, long snout, and he is wearing a classic explorer outfit. Like the khaki, the everything, the little pith hat with the point on the top, a long sword on his side. He is smoking an enormous pipe, and he's walking up to all of you with his hands out, and he goes, "Welcome, my friends, welcome, it's so good to see you."
He's dressed up a little bit cliche, but it seems like a friendly fellow.
Hi, what's in the pipe?
Oh, just a little bit of the weed from the north, if you know what I mean. when the city of Zental Keep was destroyed.
Give it here! And
make a persuasion check.
Or
intimidation, if you
You're just
prefer.
going to snatch it.
Or if you want to try to snatch it, then a sleight of hand.
Oh, yeah, it'd be sleight of hand if I want to just snatch it. 9.
9? Sorry. I got to do opposing. Oh, yeah, natural 20. He actually does a little artful dodge to the side, and you actually slam face first as you reach, because you reach so quickly, and he is so fast. You're not expecting him, because he has this kind of air of like an older gentleman, but he's quite agile. And he goes, "Oh, nice try. Keep up. Spot on. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Captain Osiris Tellyrood Armbinder Darwilly the Fourth, Esquire. But you can call me Capo. And what is your name, my? So you can also call me that. What is your name, good elf, sir?
Oh, nice to see you. You're quite the artful dodger, as it were. Yes, my name is Rigamortis Bongwater.
Oh, pleasure, sir, pleasure. And this very enthusiastic gentleman who wishes my pipeweed?
Oh, I'm Winston Wally. Pleased to meet you. And I hold out my hand to shake.
He heartily shakes, like vigorously shakes it, and as he does, you realize he has slipped you a small pouch of pipeweed.
Oh! I tap my big bulbous nose.
Why are you tapping your nose for?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
It's like an in.
Right, I start tapping my nose to be cool.
And he looks down considerably and says, "My good halfling, what is your name, good sir?"
Salburn Trimp. You can call me Sally, Bernie, Trimpy. Either combination of the names.
I'm very familiar with names that run on for some time, so I'll keep you with little Trimpy. It sounds delightful. I have been employed by Xuana because I am a skilled investigator and explorer of exotic places and finder of strange things. And that is my purpose on this trip. You all are to keep me alive. Isn't that delightful?
Oh, I'm just curious. You seem very adept. I'm just wondering why you need ours.
I am quite handy myself, and he doesn't pull it out, but he kind of pulls out his sword just a little bit, and you actually see a little burst of flame. However, if one is investigating or picking a lock or reading a rune, it is difficult to do so when a troglodyte is trying to bash your skull in, and that is where you all come in. So I'm quite excited to have you here. And at that, Xuana comes strolling out the... you do notice, this is daytime, she is walking in full daylight, and it does not appear to be bothering her. And she comes out with one hand, she's holding the little porridge type thing and taking little sips from it, and says, "So, do you all sleep well?"
Like a glove.
Apart from the weird noises from next door and the weird noises in the room I was in. Like that. It was middling. Kept waking up.
I'm terribly sorry to hear that. Perhaps we can muffle your friend next time. But with no interruptions, we should be at our destination within a day or so. And as if the gods themselves or the dungeon master had cursed her for saying with no interruption, a great storm begins to form around you. And the sky doesn't just turn dark, it turns like a evil, sickly green. And the wind starts to swirl around all of you. And it is highly unnatural. And you are in the center of this storm that is quickly whipping up. And that unnatural calm is in the middle. And that is when you see the visage of a devil. And when I say devil, I'm talking standard D&D devil, like a blackened face, long curving horns, pitch eyes that are glowing, and he calls out. You can just make out his wings behind. He calls out, "In the name of my Lord Zariel, I command you to turn back now or be destroyed."
There's no one of that name on this ship. You can just go on your way.
Okay. I would like you to make a saving throw, please. That is... sorry, I played 3.5 for a long time, so my brain is trying to think of... this is a wisdom saving throw.
Okie doke. That will be a 15.
15, you succeed. You feel a force just slam like a pressure. Tell me how, when this demonic form tries to injure you psychically, how you resist it.
I'm pretty good at hurting people with my words and psychically myself, so I just think of how I do it to others, and then I just sort of, in my brain, something just clicks, and I sort of count into it, sort of me doing it to others. I sort of just push back on it, and then I go, "You look like a potato," and I cast vicious mockery back at him to hurt him.
I love it. I will. This is a like projection of him, but I am so allowing this. It's like he made a mental connection with you to hurt you, and so you get to do it right back. I love it.
Wisdom saving throw 14.
Natural 1.
Oh, excellent.
So give me the damage for a vicious mockery.
4 pieces of damage, please.
You see him wince backwards, and like a clawed hand reaches up and holds his potato-like face. And he says, "How dare you? You will all suffer for this today." And he takes his hand up and he slams it down. And even though it is not really there, as he does, there's a magic unleashed. And the water begins to roil underneath you. And he says, "If you turn back now, you may yet survive. But I doubt it." And from below, something begins to emerge. A creature from the darkness. It's not unlike him in some ways, in that it's a very classic...
it looks like a potato.
It's got a very classic demon form, but think... watery, think reptilian, think scaled, think like a creature from the deep comes rushing out from underneath, nearly as large as the piss whistle itself. This is a water devil, and it is here to send you to a watery grave. Side quest, I need you to roll for initiative.
Oh, here we go.
7.
40.
Okay, and say your character's name just so I can get it right.
Winston,
who has 7? Winston for 7. And 14, Rigger?
16
okay.
for Sally.
16 for... Okay. And I'm going to do one roll for everyone else on the ship. That is dead last.
He probably just wants, like a hug.
Yeah. That's right. He just wants a hug from all of you.
Big demon beast! I will... Once I get my head around this, I'm going to cut these things off.
It actually, the biggest thing that you see is that it is somewhat serpentine, though it does have arms, like long clawed arms, huge. It has these huge, like almost bat-like ear appendages on the side of its head that are glowing like a baleful blue. And it is going to do its water breath as it opens its mouth and at all of you. And I need all of you to make a strength saving throw.
Say it, don't spray it.
And say your character's name as you say it, because like I said, I get confused.
Rigamortis.
Okay.
Sally is a 10.
Winston
A 10?
is also a 10.
Wow, you all fail. That is unfortunate. So you will all take 5, 9, so 10 points of bludgeoning damage. And much more importantly, though, I need you all to now make a reflex saving throw. This one isn't quite as hard.
What throw?
Reflex. Or, I'm sorry, dexterity saving throw. Sorry, again, I played 3.5 for years. My brain gets them confused. Dexterity saving throw.
That is an 18 for Sally.
Excellent.
16 for Winston.
And a...
All right, that is excellent because if you had failed, you would have been thrown off the side of the ship. Which Brumio and Tun are both thrown off the ship. You assume they can swim, you hope. The water actually is weirdly calm, though of course the creature coming out of the water is rocking everything, but it's not like you're in a raging storm. That's around you. And that will actually bring it to Sally, to Salburn. What would our bard like to do?
Can I see this lizard creature?
Absolutely. It is filling your vision in front of you.
How close are we to it?
You are very close. It is maybe 20 feet from the ship. It's basically kind of almost coiling around the ship as it comes out of the water.
I'm gonna
It's very close.
rush up to the side of the ship. Hopefully that gets me a bit close. Would you say I'd be able to get within 15 feet of it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I'm going to do color spray.
Nice.
Which is con 14 save.
Okay. That is a 7, so that will not save. I have a famous bad rolls for my monsters.
Okay.
So fortunately that has continued for y'all. So he fails.
Each creature in a 15-foot cone originating from me, so it might affect others as well, my bad, must succeed on the Constitution saving throw or have the blinded condition till the end of my next turn. So it is now blind.
Oh, very nice. Tell me what it looks like when this monstrous creature with like glowing purple eyes, what it looks like when you blind them with your bard magic.
So I reach into a pocket and I pull out a maraca, and I just start shaking the maraca. And as I shake the maraca, like splashes of color come off it, reds, purples, greens, all different colors. And it's sort of just like the splashes of color go straight for the eyes of things around it. Mm-hmm. And it hits this creature.
It's beautiful and horrific at the same time.
Exactly. It's beautiful. And you see its glowing purple eyes of darkness just wink out, and they're just now orbs of blackness in it.
So I kiss the maraca, I move back, and that's my turn.
I love it. I love it. That is a wonderful opening move. That brings us to Rigger.
Hey, goodness gracious, this is escalating. I could bring in lightning bolts, but that almost, I feel like that might make things worse somehow.
Yeah. So while it is blinded, remember that all attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and all of its rolls to attack have disadvantage. So just an FYI, logistically.
Yes. Also, the offer they made to turn back doesn't sound like a good offer anymore. Once they said you probably won't survive if you turn back, so we may as well keep going, I suppose. I'm not one for instigating conflict, but on this occasion, lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt, I love it.
Yes, I'm going to try and hit them with a big old lightning bolt coming down from the sky through their big old nose. Do they have a nose?
They do. It's like two big giant slits. Is this a dexterity save?
Each keen and I... Yeah, dexterity.
Yes. That is a 10. So I think that fails, probably.
Yes.
First, give me that damage, and let me know what this looks like when you lightning their nose. Good.
Wicked. 14 damage. Yes, a lightning bolt. So the storm clouds. There's sort of a new storm cloud appears top of them, above, and this one's kind of glowing, nice pink color though, so you know it's on the good side. As opposed, and a big old flash of light storms down, goes through their left nostril, and then sort of weirdly turns around and goes back up through their left nostril.
I love it. And just this the snot of the deep comes flying out, and there's this horrible, horrible smell of burnt flesh as you come through that, and it screams and roils in confusion because it didn't even see it coming, literally, because it's blinded. So
yes, and I yell out, "Smell you later!"
How dare you? Speaking of how dare you, Winston, it is your turn.
Is there anything on the deck?
I mean, there's rigging, there's rope, there's barrels.
As in of the monster.
The monster's not on the deck, but it is very, very close to the ship. But it's not actually, like, its hand isn't on the deck per se, you know. Especially now it's recoiled back a little bit, but it's very, very close to the ship.
Okay. So I'm gonna grab my my great axe.
Is that what you call it?
Sorry. I'm gonna grab my great axe and I'm going to launch myself off the deck straight at the head of the beast. with my 2 attacks in 1 turn.
Wait,
remember these attacks? We're about to find out.
Yeah.
It's your straight attack roll with any bonuses you have for your weapon, and you roll twice because you have advantage on this roll because it is blinded.
Just like a total freeze frame.
So you're probably wondering how I ended up here.
Is it a strength?
Yes, this for your axe would definitely be a strength bonus.
Cool.
Adding your strength bonus.
Is 2.
That will definitely hit.
Yeah, so we're creating like a nice fireweed.
Yeah, I mean, it's too bad there's no one here to see it.
So that's 13 damage on the first attack.
Okay, y'all have done 27 damage to this creature on your, and it's only your first attack.
Wow,
cool.
Nice.
And then, again.
So that will definitely hit.
8-second attack.
18 damage?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. So that's 35 points of damage that y'all have done just right away. What does it look like when you're just hacking away at the side of this creature? What general part of the creature do you want to be?
The head, definitely. Like right at the forehead of the beast.
Oh my god. We're going for the face today.
Yeah. Just,
it has this wide, like, shelf-like head, so it absolutely, it really does not care for that, one might say.
It's like, you ever seen Reign of Fire with Matthew
Sure.
McConaughey, where he jumps at a dragon with an axe?
Oh, I've heard of it.
Yeah. Like, that's what I'm imagining in my mind.
Super dramatic.
Just with, instead of Matthew McConaughey, it's like Danny DeVito.
Yes, Danny DeVito hacking on the forehead of a water devil. That's the prompt for the next side quest. So as the turns come around, there is everyone else on the ship. Captain Jackson is working on rescuing Brumio and Tun. She's throwing what are essentially life preservers. That's her turn right now. Xuana has that wicked-looking staff that she has, and she slams it into the deck, and you just see this spray of vines come throwing out, trying to entrap the creature. Man, he is just rolling terribly. He fails. So he is now grappled as these vines entwine his body just impossibly long. They actually, as they hit the water, they turn into seaweed and just wrap him up.
Nice. Your potato comment, Toad's like, push guard down, totally. It's knocked his confidence.
So until he can free himself, he is considered to be grappled, and that puts him at various disadvantages. And that's Xuana's turn, and Capo pulls out his sword, and as he runs and leaps like you, he yells, "Talliest of hoes!" and his sword bursts into flame. And he jabs it into the side of the creature. That is a 22. And his next attack is unfortunately not going to hit. But his first attack does. He does 9. So 14 points of slashing damage. And then an extra 5 points of fire damage. So that's 9. So that's 54 points of damage. You guys are hacking into this creature. This thing should have obliterated a normal party, but you all are just weirdly ferocious. And it's staggering backwards, and like you can even see like this little element of confusion coming over the creature as y'all do. But now it is his turn again. I'm going to roll. He rolls a 1, so he does not recharge his his attack. So instead, he's going to focus on the thing stabbing him in the nose. Or on the top of his head. He's going to take his massive claws and slam 2 of them into you, and the tail is going to whip around and try to hit Capo. So the first 2 are against you. That is a natural 1. We'll get to that in a second. So he obviously misses. And that is his bonus to hit. So that is a 17. Is a 17 hit.
Going against the armor class.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So that is going to do... That is 6. So that is 10 points of slashing damage as he slashes into you. I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw.
7.
You manage... Your axe is just plunged into his face, and you cannot be dislodged. However... I mentioned to y'all with your roll of the dice that the 4, we have a rule of catastrophic failure possibility when you roll a natural 1 in combat. Only combat. So I am now going to roll my percentage die. This is the 10s. Okay, so he just misses. He just misses. Nothing happens. If I roll really, really high, something potentially catastrophic can happen to anyone who attacks and rolls a 1. But in this case, it's just a miss. And now that tail is coming, and so that applies to all of you too. By the way, Osokai, who the gem is named after, once got bitten in half by a zombie shark because he rolled a 1 during combat. So just keeping that in mind, just so you know. That is definitely going to hit. 17 plus bonuses. His tail attack against Capo, and so that is going to do... that's 6 plus, so 14 points of damage. Capo is going to, he saves as well. His burning blade is stuck into the side, but Capo takes 14 points of damage.
Oh no, we're supposed to protect him.
You are supposed to protect him, in fact. Now, to be fair, he threw himself into the combat, so there isn't much you could have done at that moment. Yeah. But yes, you are technically here to protect him. And that will bring the end of his multi-attack turn.
Ready to get stuck in, Capo. Hey.
Oh, I'm sorry. He is going to save. So unfortunately, he is no longer blinded, but he is still grappled. So he is no longer blinded, but y'all did get those advantages against him. So as he is grappled, he can't move. His speed is 0. And he doesn't get any bonuses from speed. So that puts him off a little bit. And now it is Trim's turn.
Excellent. I look at it and I say, now that you can see again, do you see that you're a massive failure? That's vicious mockery again.
I love it.
So it was 14.
14? I do award bonuses for good vicious mockeries. So with the bonus that I award, that will hit, because you needed 1 more to hit him. So give me that vicious mockery damage.
That will be 5 points of damage.
5 points. That, hey, every bit counts. That's 59 points of damage to this character. Is there anything else you want to do, bonus or movement, before the end of your turn?
I'll just shake a bit of a Maracra again, for no reason, no spell, nothing, just take the Maracra for fun, taunt it a little.
He actually, kind of moves back a little bit, because he's like, that blinded me last time, but then nothing happens, and he's like, argh. That will bring it to Rigger.
Wicked. He started...
And we're gonna finish it.
He's kind of stuck. I feel like maybe we should just sod off now. Leave him there. I say, hoist the mainsails. All the systems go. And I can make a bit of wind help us along.
Well, you certainly can. However, he is only 0 speed for as long as he remains grappled. which you imagine this big chunky boy is probably going to be able to get out of those vines in a few rounds. So if you want to try to run, absolutely. I'm always here for whatever y'all want to do. But I'm telling your character would know that at best it would give you a few rounds of head start.
Like something like Thunderwave.
Yeah.
No.
Well, it hits everything. Now, if you cast Thunderwave on him, he does have two people on him, and it kind of it's like an Akone effect. So I'm just warning you again. This is something your character would know.
Yeah, let's take a chance.
Okay,
Go for it. Do whatever you need to do, lad. I can take it.
He loves it. Okay, I might have to look up Thunderwave.
I'm starting to wonder why Winston
you're fine.
has night terrors now.
The weird kinks in this party, I mean, God.
Ah!
I believe it is a where they have to save versus opposed to you doing an attack.
Okay, shall I just do a roll?
Well, he actually needs to save versus your spellcasting ability. Which, if you're doing D&D Beyond, should be... Is that at the top? Well, I should know that, but I don't. It's okay. All right, let's see what he rolls.
What is it?
Unfortunately, so he does get a natural 20, so he is going to save, but that means he takes half damage of your Thunder Wave.
Oh, okay. So I just roll for damage?
Yeah, just roll for damage and he'll take half.
Okay. Okay, bunch of D8.
2d8, I think.
Yeah. 8, nice. And another 8, as if. Yeah, 16.
Wow. 16. Okay, so... first, I would like Rigger. You're the one on top of his face, right?
No, I'm Winston.
Oh, sorry, Winston. I'm getting my. You're the dwarf, of course. So Winston, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, it's a 9.
9. So that's going to fail.
Oh, sorry.
And also, Capo as well. So you and Capo both take 16 points of damage. I would also like you to now give me a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah. That is
18. Oh, so you do hang on as the thunder wave washes over. You all see Capo flung out into the water, his sword snuffing as it hits the salty water. But I would like you, my wonderful druid, to describe to me what it looks like when you destroy this water devil with Thunderwave.
Okay. The waves around them, they're already pretty choppy, but now suddenly they start like forming like a rhythmic pattern, almost like a sound wave, and they start like going back and forth, and then they get closer and closer to him and sort of start surrounding him, this big wall of water. And then I yell, "Surf's up!" And the waves come crashing in either side of him. And it seems like it's pulled up stuff from the surface of the bottom of the ocean as well, like old ships and debris to like collide into him.
I love it. And he is this thing that should have been able to snap this ship in half, but you all just brought it way more than this mysterious creature in the clouds or this water devil was expecting, and you destroy him. The only problem is now twofold. One, Winston, you are now on this creature that is falling into the water, and also in the water is Capo. So is there anything that y'all would like to do at this time to assist these two characters?
I would like to find a piece of rope that's lying around, and I'm going to cast dancing lights on it and like have the light circle around the rope, so it's like this fairy light rope, and I'm going to throw it into the water so it's easily visible for them to see and try grab it.
So I want you to make a dexterity roll. You could certainly use rope handling if you have it, but just make a dexterity roll at advantage because you use the lights.
Cool. 1 second.
Roll twice.
You're all about pretty vision.
Hey, whatever works.
No good, it's a 7.
So as you do successfully throw it in, they do see it, and you realize at the last second you forgot to grab the other end. And so the rope just into the water, and they grab hold of it, and it's just floating in the water.
Guess I'm the potato now.
I feel super guilty. I've got to jump in after them and at least save Capo. Winston will be fine.
Give me a quick dexterity roll if you have an extra to swim, or survival. You can add that bonus if you wish.
Oh, 16.
16, okay. You're able to grab on. Capo is not wearing armor. He's got those dungarees on, or whatever you say. So he's not too inhibited. And you are able to get him back to the edge of the ship where Captain Jackson is now throwing ropes properly. She kind of gives you like a little glare with your sparkly rope and throws it down. You could see Brumio and Tuntun coming up on the other side as she was helping them. And Xuana looks to all of you and goes, well, I'm impressed. You know what? You just might not die. And that's where we'll end! Chafing Armor, Episode 1, Side Quest, The Eye of Osokai. Thank you all for playing.
Huzzah!
Thank you for having us.
We did it. It was wonderful.
We will pick up in the next episode of the exciting conclusion of this side quest. But speaking of side quests, what I want y'all to do is to tell everybody where they can find all the fabulous stuff that y'all are doing with side quest.
Thank you. Yes, you can find us at Side Quest Show on TikTok and on Instagram. You will find more information about our shows, where we're playing and such. We're going to be performing soon at Fantasy Forest Festival. We're going to be at the Edinburgh Fringe this year, and we're going to be doing regular shows very soon from May onwards at the Hope Theatre.
Oh, that is wonderful. And also, is there anything else you'd like to share? Because I heard there was another podcast out there.
Yes, so I'm Tom. I'm one of the hosts of the Life's a Pitch podcast, a podcast where me and my friend and sometimes a guest pitch silly film ideas based off of titles people give us on our social medias. So, if you want to give us a follow on those, they are facebook.com/Life's a Pitch podcast. We are Life's a Pitch podcast on Blue Sky, Life's a Pitch show on Twitter, and we also have a Patreon as well, patreon.com/Life's a Pitch podcast. But you can find the podcast on Spotify and most podcast places. It's the Life's a Pitch podcast. That's it's always a fun time. There's more than 500 episodes now, so there's a lot to go on, and a lot of films pitched. I'll tell you that.
That sounds... I love movie podcasts. I'll have to check it out. Once again... please, go ahead, please. Oh. Well, I believe in you. I think you're going to do something fun soon. But Terri, Tom, Aiden, thank you so much for playing.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
And we'll until the next episode, we will roll with y'all soon.